The story of the property that the spa's on is that years ago, long before any Agretis came to the valley, they figured there was gold right here. There was a gold rush. And all these prospectors came pouring in. But it turned out literally to be a flash in the pan.
You mean they didn't find any gold?
No. But some of these old guys stayed on. And they found something much better. Dirt. The best possible soil for growing grapes and perfect climate. Anyway, Angie Channing loved the story, and that's why she called this place Del Oro.
Now, she's the one who sent the telegram, isn't she?
Yeah.
How did she find me?
She called your mother.
She's an enterprising woman.
You'll find out how enterprising if you stick around. Which brings me around to asking you something. Since you're going to be here for a few days, come up and stay at the house.
That's okay, Frank. Ben and I are comfortable here.
I think that's a great idea, can we?
No.
Well, don't say no. Think about it. Give us a chance to spend some time together. Huh? What are you reading? Madame Bovary. In French. How many languages do you speak?
Well, French, Italian, a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah?
Yeah, why? What do you speak?
Oh, Portuguese, Spanish, Malay, and a bit of Chinese. Cantonese, anyway.
Really?
Your dad really kept you moving around, didn't he?
Yeah.
What'd you do about school?
Well, most places we went to, I mean, we stayed for a year or two, so I didn't really miss much. I mean, I learned a lot from Dad anyway.
Yeah. He's a good father, isn't he?
I like him. I think he's done a pretty good job raising me on his own.
Well, it sure makes me happy that you're staying up here at the house. It kind of makes it seem like a family, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it too. Frank, do you know anything about my mother?
I didn't even know about you, Ben. And I'm real sorry about that. But your dad and I... Well, he could never accept the kind of man I am. And I certainly could never be the kind of man he wanted me to be.
I think he just wanted you to be there for him. The way he is for me.
Well, his mother was certainly there for him. Anyway, like you, he had one good parent. Ben, I made mistakes he can't forgive me for. Hell, I made a lot of mistakes I can't forgive me for. But that's it. I just only wish he'd let you stay a little longer so you and I could make up for lost time.
Yeah.
I didn't get to like you.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute.
And one half that amount to the American Cancer Society. To my Uncle Frank, I leave the sword that Granddad swore belonged to Garibaldi. All else of which I die possessed, enumerated in subparagraph 4, I leave to my son, Joseph, to be held for him until he attains his majority. I ask that my cousin, Nicholas Agretti, be appointed executor of my estate. Should my cousin accept the executorship, I charge him with the responsibility of protecting my son's interests against those who would pillage Joseph's birthright. Miss Agretti insisted on that wording. That's it.
Why would she pick me? I never even met her.
Miss Agretti often made unusual decisions.
What if I don't want it?
Well, the court will appoint an executor.
Him?
Oh, probably not. The court will want to know why Miss Agretti bypassed her uncle.
And why did she?
I think there was a recent disagreement with Mr. Agretti.
Yeah.
So she changed her will shortly before she died?
Well, she had no will to change. This was drawn up 2 days prior to her death.
Isn't that strange?
Melissa did a lot of strange things towards the end.
If you're thinking of contesting the will, Mr. Agretti...
No. Whatever Melissa wanted is fine with me.
But why not make Cole the executor? He's Joseph's father.
She wanted the land controlled by the Agrettis. She was very determined.
Does that mean you're gonna stay?
Can you hand me that small screwdriver on the left? Thanks. Where you been?
Oh, I met some kids. Hey, Dad. Do you like it here?
Well, I think it's a pretty nice place.
Yeah, Frank was telling me that San Francisco is really great.
Is he trying to talk you into staying?
Well, he didn't actually say that, but I think he'd like us to.
Hey. You guys settling in all right?
Great.
Well, now, what do you think of all that? Some view, huh?
Some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen in my life.
Well, there's a lot more for you to see yet. I sure wish you'd stay around so I could show it to you.
Well, maybe you'll get the chance.
Oh? What do you mean?
I've decided that we're going to stay. Even though I've never met Melissa, I cannot turn down a request like this. I'm going to accept the executorship of Melissa's estate.
Falcon Crest belongs to Angie. Now, just give me time. I'll talk some sense into Nick.
And he's just gonna hand Falcon Crest back over. I don't believe it. This is another problem that we don't need.
Well, that's nice. Just calm down, Lance.
Who knows how long this appeal could drag on? It could take years to get Falcon Crest back, Frank. And I'm up to my neck in a murder trial.
I know.
Hey.
The DA's dropped the other shoe.
What is it?
Coroner's report is out. Melissa Agretti sustained a blow to the head. Theory is that she was rendered unconscious and was unable to escape from the fire.
Oh, my God.
The DA is going to ask for murder in the first degree. Could mean the death penalty.
Wow. God, Melissa was really pretty.
She was a beauty, all right. But she sure was wild, and she sure was very, very unhappy.
I still can't figure out why she made me executor. She gave all this responsibility to someone she never even met.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been you.
Oh, she was mad at me. She thought I was siding with Angela against her. And she figured I'd give Falcon Crest back to Angie.
Was she right?
Listen, I could never, ever be against Melissa. But Falcon Crest belongs to Angela Channing, and that's all there is to it.
God, I wish I'd have gotten to know her. I don't have any cousins at all.
She really would have liked you, Ben.
Well, thanks for showing us the photos, Frank.
Just wish you could have met her. God, you know, I really do miss her.
I'm sorry, Frank. I know you cared about her a lot.
Where are you going?
Out for a walk. I need some air.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I say something?
No.
Well, I think I did. Well, what the hell did I say?
Let's just drop it, okay?
No,
But, Dad, you want me to come along?
Stay with Frank.
Well, tell me. I don't get it.
I don't imagine you do.
Well, say something. It's not about Melissa, is it?
No, Frank, it's about me. You grieve for your niece, but you don't give enough of a damn about your own son to stick around.
God's sake.
Hey, I'm telling you how I feel. Don't tell me it isn't true. I can't stop feeling it just because you tell me that isn't the way it was.
I've got 17 years of anger to get over. Give me 10 minutes, okay?
Dad, wait one. Dad, come on. Frankie's a really good guy.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll say that about me one day.
You know, Ben reminds me of Lance when he was his age. He was such fun and full of life.
That he is. Angie, this was a wonderful suggestion of yours to have a nice little lunch.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Of course, I had to steal Ben away from a tennis match with his dad.
Oh.
That's okay. My dad always beats me anyway.
I want Ben to meet all my good friends in this valley.
Ben, how does our valley compare with the one you were living in? Was it in France?
France, Spain, Germany, right?
Yeah, Dad didn't like to stay in one place too long. Said he had itchy feet.
Must be inherited.
Oh, I felt that, Angie.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yeah.
Grady?
Yeah.
There's a phone call for you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Ben, where were you born? In France?
Nope, I was born in Italy. Somewhere up north, I guess.
Northern Italy? Well, isn't that amazing? That's where my family's from. Is your mother still living there?
I'm not really sure. I think she must be dead.
Well, doesn't your father ever talk about her?
No, he really doesn't say very much. He's just got this thing about it.
How did they meet?
My dad was going to school in Italy, learning about wine and stuff. She just lived nearby.
Silliest thing out there. There wasn't any phone call for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Cheers.
Oh, looks like you had a meeting with a brick wall. What happened?
Oh, God. A couple of guys hassled Gabriel and me. I fell off my bike.
Who the hell was it?
I don't know, some guys from the other side of town.
You just sit right there and we'll take care of that.
Uruguay?
Let's have a shot at that hand first. Let me swab it down with something.
Is this gonna sting?
It may sting a little, yeah. Just hold on there.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you.
Like a man who expresses himself. So you and this Gabriel are pretty tight, huh?
Yeah, he's a great guy. I'm really starting to like it here, Frank.
Good.
Easy. I think Dad's even getting into it.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, probably because of Gabriel's sister, Pilar. I think he really likes her.
Uh-huh.
Let's have a toast. To Falcon Crest.
To Falcon Crest.
I'm proud of you. Falcon Crest belongs to Angela Channing. You did the right thing.
She's a very persuasive woman.
Yeah. Is this gonna change your plans now? Are you gonna head back for Europe?
I don't know of us already, huh?
Oh, don't be silly. I want you to stay. Hey, Ben, what do you think? You don't want to leave here, do you?
No way. No, I like it here.
And you see, you've got the Agretti lands to manage for Joseph. What do you say?
We can't go back to Europe.
Great. What do you mean?
Tuscany's a good place for us right now.
That's great. Hey, we got to celebrate this. You've never been to San Francisco, have you?
No.
What do you say we make a day of it? Just the three of us.
Ben?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Why not?
Take a look at Golden Gate Bridge, up and down the cable cars, then down to Fisherman's Wharf for a terrific lunch.
Followed by a 49ers game at Candlestick Park.
That's it. You got the idea.
You took me on that same trip, remember? Only the city was New York. The Empire State Building, Bronx Zoo, Mets at Shea Stadium. And then you'd leave town. Don't do to Ben what you did to me.